Okay, we're still in our L6 Start document, and let's make sure nothing's selected. Let's go into the Select menu, and if Deselect is available, go ahead and deselect. And now let's go over to the Color Guide panel, and looking at the Color Guide panel, we see at the top of the panel in the field there are the colors that belong to that color group based on the logo background dark red. In other words, the colors in that folder in the Swatches panel. And these colors go together, they're in harmony with each other, but in the color guide you can also see that there are shades and tints um, that go with those colors in that color group. In other words, darker versions and lighter versions of those colors. And all the shades and tints go with the colors inside that folder, and all the shades and tints go with each other. So we can make a whole brand new color group by clicking on one of the shades. Let's click on the fourth shade in the third row, and then let's set that as the base color. And now we have a whole new group of colors that go together that are in harmony with each other. And we can save this. Let's go to the Color Guide panel menu, and let's save colors as swatches. Okay, and if we go up here in the Swatches panel, we'll see our new color group appears in the Swatches panel, and let's deselect by clicking in the gray area in the Swatches panel to deselect, and let's click on the folder above that group and select the other color group that's based on the logo background dark red color, and let's make a duplicate of that. So in the Swatches panel menu, let's go to Duplicate Color Group, and then in the Swatches panel here we see that color group selected. Now, because that folder has been selected, down here at the bottom of the Swatches panel we see a new button, and the new button is the Edit Color Group button. So let's click on that, and we get the Edit Colors dialog box. Now in the top of the Edit Colors dialog box here are shown the colors that are part of that color group, and over here on the right we see a list of other color groups that appear in our Swatches panel. And we can click on the button on the right here to close that storage area, or we can keep it open and see the other color groups. But in Edit Colors we can edit all the colors at once in a color group by making sure that this link in the lower right hand corner is closed. So in the lower right hand corner, make sure that chain link is closed, and then we're going to click and drag on a red circle here and just drag it over into the green area. And as we do that, the colors up here in the field that shows the color group are all changing at the same time, all at once. And over here in the color guide, we see that the shades and tints are also changing. So we're modifying all the colors in that group at the same time, so that means that they remain in harmony with each other. And we can make a whole bunch of other changes in the Edit Colors dialog box. For example, we can adjust brightness down here where that little sun is. We can make all the colors a little darker, or we can make them brighter. So let's make them brighter, and then we can save the changes by clicking on OK, and then clicking on Yes. And then when we look over here in the Swatches panel, we see a brand new group of color swatches inside a folder. So let's go ahead and deselect that group by clicking the gray area below the swatches. And instead of modifying a color group, this time we're going to modify an object. So with the black arrow, the selection tool, let's click and drag around the copy of our logo to select that, and then we're going to go under the Edit menu to edit colors. And here are some of the most powerful features in Adobe Illustrator. And what we want to do, however, at this point is just recolor the artwork, meaning recolor the selected artwork. So we're going to choose that option, and we get the Recolor Artwork dialog box. And so what we want to do is click on the word Edit, and we get the color wheel, and we want to make sure, once again, that that chain in the lower right hand corner is closed. So we're going to click there, close that chain. Now when we move one circle, the other circle will move. So we can see that the larger circle in the color wheel here is the base color, and I'm just going to click on it and move that into the green area. And when I do that, the other color changes. And if we look at our logo on the artboard, we see that because that artwork was selected, we're changing these colors on the fly. We're not going to save these new swatches. We're just going to change the colors, but we know that the new colors are in harmony with each other. So let's go ahead and click OK. And then go into the Select menu to deselect.